All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final match of the NNL Super Playoff that is being held right here in ABIA, the ENYIMBA City. ENYIMBA International Stadium is the venue, and of course, prior to this, we saw Sinojo defeating Ekomzi by 2-0. And right before us is Right to Win playing against Jagua Football Club. Of course, Jagua topped the group in Abakaliki, while Right to Win topped the group in Antiha, Abia State. Both teams are jostling. Of course, they are also in the same group that has the likes of Sinojo, who are currently topping the group now with 3 points. And of course, you also have Ekomzi right there. Well. This is a fierce derby, rivals of some sort, because both of them play or are located in Omaya. Jagua playing from right to left or by sitting position, and Right to Win clad in all red top with white sleeves and red shorts and red socks to go with, playing from left to right. And of course, guys, we are up and about as it stands because we have kicked off. Right to Win plunging forward, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not alone as far as the commentary duties are concerned. I've got Chigozie Precious, who will be doing the color commentating in Igbo. Chigozie, good evening and welcome. Another game up on our hands. What are we expecting? Of course, we've seen Eze Daniel, who's currently with the ball, and of course decides to go to Lubem Jude. Well, both teams met in the NUT League, and it was not an entirely interesting competition for Jagua because after 7-8 matches played, they got just one draw against ABIA Warriors. They were walloped by a Right to Win, but this is a Jagua team that has grown since then, going to Abakaliki in that center, winning about 3 straight games or 4 straight games, and finally qualifying for this playoff. The team have grown in leaps and bounds, I must tell you. Well, how about Kelvin dashing down right there, not giving that man any space whatsoever. The cross goes up for a throw, and Lubem Jude will be the one taking that throw. Free kick to Right to Win. And just to inundate you with the team list, Eze Daniel in goal for Right to Win. Joshua Marcus donning the jersey number 6. Eze Patrick donning the jersey number 15. Lubem Jude donning the jersey number 12. Chinedu jersey number 14. Abba Kelvin jersey number 21. You also have Obadiah Martins jersey number 17. Azubike Bright jersey number 5. Okechukwu Success jersey number 7. Kichime Peter jersey number 20. And Ijume Kelechi jersey number 11. Back to the pitch side action. Because Bright trying to get himself into the thick of the action. They have a throw-in. Jude will be taking that one. Because you have Eze. Well, a pass to Kichime. I beg your pardon to Abba Kelvin. We're looking for Kelechi, couldn't get to him. And that was a very beautiful pass from Azubike Bright. Joshua. This is head to that one. Bright raising up his hand. Chinedu comes in to rescue. Scores easy. Clears. Looking for success. He dashes down. Kelechi is giving him option. Decide to go low. And it's out for a throw-in. Chigoze, so far so good. Both teams are asking questions of each other. Believe me, I feel that this game is going to get fiercer as it progresses. Oh well, we see a foul, and of course it's Eze Patrick getting a warning from the referee for that challenge, ordering him to come and do a sporting behavior. Eze helps that man to his feet. Very, very young player. JC number 29. Well, we might also say that Eze took one for the team because that was an attack that was more or less going to cause a problem for Jagua. Throwing. Jaguars don't have Lubem Jude. Launched forward. Of course, Kichime Peter, the speedster. I couldn't get to that one. Right to win. I'm trying to cover the touch. Success! Woo! Inches away from goal. Well, that man is one player that you can always trust to turn up when it matters most. He was very instrumental in Jagua qualifying from a Abakaliki center, the Pangele Stadium in Ebonyi State, Abakaliki. Got a lot of beautiful goals in that center. Throwing to right to win. Launches it forward to Jason number 23, offside. And of course, Kelvin is trying to give route as we see Joshua Marcos, I beg your pardon, Eze Patrick, taking it behind to Eze Daniel, Lubem Jude. Eze Daniel to Lubem Jude. Can he clear? He does clear. As far as to Kichime Peter. Kelechi on rushing. The goalkeeper of Right to Win out, and Bright Azubike. His game has really improved. Talking about Azubike Bright. Beautifully done there. Success. Looking for Kelechi. Kelechi sees Kichime. Of course, he decides to go back to give depth. Here's a Patrick Arachinedu, the captain for today. Beautifully done. Of course, how about Kelvin? Kichime Peter couldn't hold on to the ball. He decides to rush back. And Arachinedu, very combative midfielder, decides to leave it for Kechuku Success. Success, what will be going on in his head when he decides to go back? Where is it, Patrick? Looking for Kelechi, couldn't get to him. Chinedu recovers. Looking for about Kelvin, but it's halfway throw in favor of Right to Win. But Chico says so far so good. You can see that Jagua have been the one who have been pushing the attack. Expected the first few minutes to be a very keenly contested tie, but Jagua seems to have the upper hand in possession and in overall gameplay. Well, of course, Right to Win. Back to Jude Matthew. Jude Matthew has Paul Bassey. Decides to go long. They are trying to threaten from that left-hand channel, which might be problematic. Clearance! That would have been the opportunity to tuck it in. Oh, what a clearance! To the delight of the fans, everyone was expecting that to sell in. Pope, beg your pardon, Jude. Matthew, the goalkeeper, drops it for Pope. Scores Joshua, saying that with his success. Looking for ABIA. ABIA gets it. Sees Kichime. Kichime is dispossessed by Pope. Joshua sees success. Looking for Kelechi, couldn't get to him. ABIA is pursuing, but it's out for a throw. Throw into Jagua. Right to Win's own half is a Patrick. Joshua Marcus. Joshua Eze. 6 success. Who gets the ball? Where tries to cross in. The Right to Win defense is saying that Eze tries to take it in, but to no one in particular, as they can turn defense to attack. Chinedu. Well, that man is still pushing. Nicely done there by ABIA Kelvin. The referee says it's a free kick. ABIA Kelvin has been cautioned by the referee. It's becoming increasingly difficult to have anything separate these two teams so far as far as this game is concerned. 14 minutes of action. Lubem is a success. Look at your friends towards Kelechi. Kelechi, chance. And that ball couldn't entirely be cleared. Azubike launched into the box. Well, beautiful, but then is off. And right to win can restart from the back. Jude Matthew will be doing us the honors of taking a long kick. Of course, there's a Patrick pushing, and of course, he gets that. Easy. Joshua. How about Kelvin? Lubem clears the first threat, pushes it down towards Kichime. Kichime couldn't go past that man. It is 3 to beat 2. Can he do it? He couldn't. And of course, Kelechi tries to put Kichime on the run, and Kichime recovers. Success! Chance! The referee balances the game. Well, of course, there are some issues going on in that one. Questions as whether that is a penalty. Well, Chigozie, you saw that the fans are divided. Some are saying it's a clear-cut penalty. Others are saying that the referee did it in order to balance the initial issue we saw in Jaguar's own half. Is this a case of balancing the game or a case of fair officiating? Whoosh! We saw that very beautiful cross from Arachinedu, which success got his head to hit, trying to set up Kichime Peter, but unfortunately, the goalkeeper Jude Matthew was there to gather that one expertly. Jagua asking all the questions as Right to Win actually on the front foot right now. It will be a very long evening for Abba Kelvin. I beg your pardon for Lubem Jude. It's going to be a very, very long evening for the man, because we've seen the Right to Win attacker taking him on a ride over and over again. This has proven to be a very, very interesting encounter. As expected, both teams are rivals, and they know that a goal, a win will help their cause to sealing qualification to the next round of Nigerian football. That's the second tier. It's a Daniel Gada's Pius, and it's a corner kick. It's a right to win. Wait to see what will happen, the resultant effect of that corner kick. Well, they clear their lines, talking about is a Daniel. Success, okay, Chuku has opportunity to go forward. Sees Kichime Peter. Kichime 2 against 1. Soliciting for help. Finally sees Abba Kelvin. Kelechi Dume from distance. Nice one from him to try the goalkeeper from that distance, as everywhere was blocked from down. Opportunity, Abba Kelvin couldn't actually put it well. Kelvin, Abba. Strong zone marking from Jagua. This game is becoming fiercer than expected. Jude Matthew, the goalkeeper of Right to Win. Nice one from Joshua. Akachinedu sets up Kichime. They speed something. Free kick. A free kick to Jagua. Joshua. Easy to Joshua. Looking for success. Dispossessed. Easy Daniel. Lubem Jude. Chinedu. Easy Daniel. Kelechi. Chinedu. Easy Patrick. Goes back to Joshua. Sees Chinedu. Chinedu to Bright. Bright to Lubem. Lubem has the opportunity to clear. Decides to go back to Eze Daniel, who feints. Beautifully done there. That can also be problematic, especially if you don't have very good defense. Nice one from Azubike Bright. Kelechi Dume, Abba Kelvin, Kichime Peter. Everybody's running into space. Success, Okechukwu. Success wants to shoot. Success. Chance to lob it into the box. Well, to no one in particular. Chinedu. Oh, slips. The referee says it's a foul. Rightly so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a very, very serious game on our hand. Chigozie, this is where we are at now. And are you really impressed with the overall gameplay so far? Of course, we are still expecting the first goal in this encounter. It's proving to be very, very an interesting encounter. As we keep right. I beg your pardon, I actually do pass that one back to Is it Daniel? Now Jude sees Abba Kelvin. Sees Kelechi trying from a tight angle, but of course couldn't really do so much to trouble the goalkeeper. Nice intent from that young striker, Idume Kelechi. Abba Kelvin sees Chinedu. Chinedu wants to feint when he was dispossessed. Kechuku's success not giving them any chance whatsoever to go past him. Nicely done there. Exceptionally done by Vidal Martins. You ain't stopping that man for whatever reason. Where he was looking for Kichime, couldn't get to him. He returns back. Throw in. Well, Lubem Jude takes it long. You have Kichime. Kichime sees Kelechi. Kelechi. What was in his head? What was he trying to do? Well, they've been dispossessed so far, so good. We see serious contest right there. Well, the player is down right there. Well, Pope is down on the toe. Well, we are on a water break, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently on a water break, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the pitch side action. Throw into right to win. Wait to see what happens going forward. Takes it long. Chinedu. Yeah, was clattered into. Oh, I beg your pardon. Yeah, that is Chinedu. You know, both Chinedu and Azubike are almost similar in complexion. They're almost the same height, just difference in their color of boots. How about Kelvin? Jagua, not leaving any stone unturned. They really want to get a goal in this game. Oh, Lubem Jude is a contest right here. Lubem Jude not giving any chance whatsoever. He doesn't want to be overrun by his marker. Straight up and wayward. The Jagua, I beg your pardon, from right to win midfielder. Is a Patrick. Bedai Martins. Free kick to Jagua. The player is down there on the top. Free kick to Jagua. Success. Leaves that one for Chinedu. Takes it long. Not entirely cleared. Chinedu recovers it. Still in, but then he's safe into the hands of Jude Matthew. Right to win, coming forward. What can he be able to make out of that? A cross. Tries the first one. What a miss. Nobody at all to tuck that one in. Chigozie, we've talked about chances. When you don't use them in a game, it can affect you. And right to win, well, as far as this first 30-something minutes is concerned, we can say that they've had the better of the chances of the two teams, and none of them have resulted in a goal. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Right to win gets the lead. Gets the lead. As far as the game is concerned, well, 35 minutes of action. And of course, the Jagua guys are done cast. We'll be confirming the goal scorer to you. But you guys, the goal scorer of that one? Well, Emmanuel getting that goal for right to win. And we can say that going from that right-hand channel of defense has been pretty good for right to win, because they've been very, very threatening with those crosses. 35 minutes goal from Emmanuel. Second opportunity, but then nothing could emanate from that one. Jagua will need to get back to their strides, because losing this game against right to win will put them in a precarious situation ahead of qualification. Showing. Okay, free kick. And of course it's from Libem Jude. Takes it long. This is the moment where anyone who would do any magic for Jagua will have to get ready to conjure, because trailing at this very point in time can be a precarious situation. Question is, can they do it? Into the box. Chance for Chinedu. Well, couldn't do so much with that one. Talking about Bright. And then ball to Chinedu. Chinedu tried to get it to Obadiah Martins. Unfortunately, he couldn't. It's a throw-in. As you see some right to win players down on the top. We're looking back at that goal involving Right to Win. You can understand that it was really, really like hot knife going through butter. Emmanuel, chasing number 29, getting that goal for Right to Win. Can they come back? That is the question. Jaguars' attack has been quite insignificant, and that has mounted a lot of pressure on the defense. Zubike Bright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 minutes of additional time. And Patrick will be getting a yellow card for that very, very unnecessary, clumsy challenge. Takes it in. Woo! Is it Daniel fainted that one? It's out for a goal kick. Azubike and Chinedu, excellent pairing. Throwing to Right to Win. Decided to take it long. Kelechi couldn't get to that one. Good contest. Another opportunity, and that's the second goal for Right to Win. Carry on here. Well, of course, Right to Win gets the second of the night. And ladies and gentlemen, well, we can say that so far so good. For the 3 minutes of action, Jagua trailing by 2 goals to nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first 45 minutes. We'll be back for the second 45 minutes of this encounter. Half time, Right to Win 2, Jagua 0. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second encounter, the second half of this encounter, where we are seeing Jagua trailing by 2 goals to nothing to right to win, and that has further put a serious problem on Jaguars' hope of qualification to the NNL. As much as anything is still possible, 2 more games if they manage to get 6 points and hope that results in other centers favor them, then we can be looking at them potentially making it to the NNL. But so far they are trailing by 2 goals to nothing. Of course, right to win and have the upper hand, so they can, of course, waste as much time as possible. Free kick to Jagua. Opportunity. Can Jagua be able to make it count? Ladies and gentlemen, it is showing for right to win. Still have the upper hand in this game, and it's crystal clear that a lot of things needs to be done for them to be able to get back into this one. There is an issue at the touchline. You get to understand what is really happening. We're back to action. The player is down on the turf. player is back on his feet now, even though he has been ushered out of the pitch. Back to Jude Matthew. To Kelechi Dune. Jagua Martins comes back to Joshua. He's been taking out about Kirby. Another opportunity, but then we are seeing serious scramble in defense for Jagua, and they finally clear success trying to put it for Kichime Peter. Kelechi Dune. Kichime Peter rushing but couldn't get that. Is it Daniel? As you see movement across the touchline for Jagua in that technical area. Throwing. Another throw into Jagua. Well, jersey number 8, Emmanuel. Ikechukwu, they will be coming in for Kelechi Dune. Well, Chigozie, of course, so far so good. What has been your assessment of the Jagua team, and of course, a right to win team too?
Abanka abụọ malitere n'ịmaka ahụ ọ na-ahụ n'aka ndị Jagua wu ndị mbụ gbanwere onye nke ha ka anyị hụrụ onye ọhụrụ ha tiri na ịmaka ile na ọ ga-esoso ụgwọ ahụ ịma na ndị right to win ji ọ bụ goolu abụọ n'ebe nke ha sọtara na-emeri ha. Nke a bụ agba nke abụọ nke ịmaka anyị ahụ na dịka nkeji 51 akpọọla na elekere anyị kemgbe ịmaka bidoro. Ndị Jagua ka na-ele anya ma nwere otu ha ga-eji eneta goolu nke mbụ. Dịka ya ịmaka bidoro, anyị hụrụ ka ndị right to win ka na-emekwa nke ọma. Ka anyị hụrụ ka ha ka na-eme nke ọma. Otu onye agbapụtara ihe na kemgbe ịmaka malitere, otu onye nke na-akụrụ right to win bụ ọwụ onye nke yi uwe nke iri ha wụ Asụkwọ Emmanuel, gasị na nwatakịrị ma ka o riri n'ebe ihe ebe ahụ ọ na-akụ. O so na-enyere ndị otu ya aka, mere ka ndị na-akụrụ ndị Jagua n'azụ ama ka ha ga-eji jide nwatakịrị ahụ. Nwatakịrị ahụ otu onye na-agbatala ihe kemgbe ịmaka bidoro, dịka anyị na-ahụ ka onye ogbopi na-enye onye right to win akwụkwọ odo maka abụọ ọjọọ nke ọ kpara n'ịmaka ahụ.
Well, of course, it's been a very, very difficult one for Jagua, talking about ensuring that Asukwa Emmanuel is kept at bay. But every time he comes forward, he has been troubling the Jagua defense. Being led by Eze Patrick. Question is, can Jagua be able to control anything to maybe get back into this game? As much as we've heard a lot of times that a 2-goal lead can be deceptive, that does not obliterate the fact that it's also very difficult to come back from a 2-goal lead. I'm not saying it's not possible, but the chance is, maybe you can say 60-40, because when time is also not on your side, can turn whatever you've done into a total nonsense. Okechukwu success, not giving anyone opportunity to muzzle him off the ball. Very strong defender. I beg your pardon, attacker. It's becoming increasingly difficult for Jagua to hold on to the ball, which is also something that is of sort their strength. Obadiah Martins looking for Ikechukwu Chukwudu. Offside. And ladies and gentlemen, we are the 54 minutes of action. Asage has also been mounting a lot of pressure on the Jagua defense. Success. This is Obadiah. What's going on through his head? Obadiah to Azudi Cape right. Gets a foul. Azudi Cape right. I had a sound of that balls going on at each other, Chigozie, and truth is, involving Arachinedu and a right-to-win player, this game is becoming increasingly physical.
Otaku kwesịrị ịdị maka anyị na ndị Jagua apụtala n'ebe ihu ile na-aga ụgbọ ahụ maka kemgbe maka nke agba abụọ bidoro ha wụla ndị na-eme nke ọma ilekwa anya mgbe agba nke mbụ bidoro Jagua bidoro mụwa nke ọma nweta ohere dị iche iche kama ohere niile ha nwetara enweghị ha ji ya mee mgbe ndị RIGHT2WIN nwetara ohere ole dị iche iche ohere abụọ ewere ha abụọ sinye ọkpụ goolu abụọ nke mere na ndị RIGHT2WIN bụ ndị ka na-enweta mmeri kama kemgbe ịmaka agba nke abụọ bidoro ndị Jagua ebidola ime nke ọma na-ahụ na ka ha wetara otu onye ume ọhụrụ nke si n'oche bịa anyị na-ele anya na onye ọhụrụ ahụ o tiri na ọ ga-eweta ihe dị iche n'obi ihe nke ndị Jagua. Ikechukwu Chukwudu bụ onye ọhụrụ ahụ e wetara na agba nke abụọ kemgbe ahụ ndị Jagua dịkwata ha nwetara onwe ha kama aka iji ọkpa abụọ n'ebe nke ha setara na-emeri ha.
Of course, RIGHT2WIN are the ones who are now asking all the questions as far as the attack is concerned. Corner to RIGHT2WIN. A chance, but then corner to RIGHT2WIN. Free kick in favor of Jagua. Can they do it? Ikechukwu success. How's the ball coming forward, but couldn't make anything out of it at all. Jagua. Just number 10 coming forward. How's about to beat? Can he beat him? Ruben Jude. Ruben Jude. Throwing in favor of Jagua. Success. Martins. Success. Success. Martins. Martins to Azubike. It's becoming increasingly difficult for Jagua to find their way back into this one, owing to the fact that the attack has been very, very blunt in this game, Chigozie. They're a team that knows how to attack ferociously and then ensure that teams are tracking back, but that seems not to be working out for them in this game against RIGHT2WIN. Rather, RIGHT2WIN has had a sharper attack as far as this game is concerned.
That's not the RIGHT2WIN won the Nako Hanihu or in the Kasana Hana Choko, Makila Nakembe, Macabro, and then Kanako Hanihu. Lilo Emmanuel, and then Kai Hosin Golon Cambona, Uche Avares, and then Casing Golon Cabo. Noyankai, we how Asopo Emmanuel, Madataho, Noni Hebaho, Denk RIGHT2WIN, Aurora, Menaka, Emaka, Woring Hediche, Netiti, Jagua, and RIGHT2WIN, Maka, Madataho, the RIGHT2WIN, Noni Hamanka Harry. Gave an Ankin Jabba, and they can Nakro Hanihu, Gunachara, Okachuku success na Ndumekelechi, Webe, Ezibo, how I can bring Maka with Akilana, as on the RIGHT2WIN, Oshirike. Mailekwa onye chegolo ke ndị RIGHT2WIN with Jude Matthew on alụkwọla ya nke ọma nke mere na Jagua enwetabeghị ohere ọbụla nke a ga-asị ka ele na onye chegolo ndị RIGHT2WIN n'ọmala nke oriri dịka maka na-aga n'ihu ndị RIGHT2WIN wụ ndị nke jiri ọkpa abụọ n'ebe nke asatara na-emeri ndị Jagua.
Well, of course, we've also seen about Kelvin trying to do his beats. There are players who have been increasingly important for Jagua when it involves getting the goals about Kelvin and Ruben Jude. But so far so good. They've not been doing so much from those wing backs. Even the defensive midfield of Jagua has also not been coming to the party. They've been the chasing pack all game since the second half started. As they're coming forward, I just possess right there. As always, the defense of RIGHT2WIN are always there to ensure that they make it count. Never to be caught napping. Ladies and gentlemen, 63 minutes of action. And another movement in Jaguar's own half. Seems like Michael Favor will be coming in. Dominic Favor seems like to be the player that will be coming in. We'll wait to see who will be removed. Probably Azubike Bright. Success. Sis Chukudi, K Chukudi, can he be able to do it? Has Obadiah Martins gives it to Success, decides to shoot. That would have been also problematic because it almost took a deflection or ricocheting of the defender. Chukudi, Success. Kichime Well, couldn't really trouble them. Talking about right to win. But then, and that change will be effected right now. Well, jersey number 20, Kichime Peter, will be coming off. And Dominic Fever will be coming in. Chinedu. Shukuri. Eze. To success. Can they make it count? They just another chance. Not entirely out. Danger still looking around. But this time finally. Well, there's no finally yet. Can they make it count? Danger still looking around. Jagua not ceasing from that attack. Chinedu wants to shoot, but that is weak and tame. Chugaze, you saw that despite pushing, trying, it just so shows how disappointing that one finally ended.
And now I can Jagua that's even key in the right to win. Hedeka and Keji iri. Bonilla corrector now on the goal and can the right to win. I honor can the Jagua Patara. Now Toto Nigwe. Naga Satare, Obrugani Utsu, Tipo Emaka, a Corono, Kama, Mbonile and Habara, Ilena Haganeto to go, Nobenkana, Agala Nania, Makanda right to win, can I mean Komamaka, and then Kenoa Hanazo, Azo Hashirike, Ndumekelechi, I honor honor Ebediana, Lena, Rotone Chegolo, can they right to win a gauge. Betu obere ihe ye no ofu ogaba nyeba kama Jude Matthew onye chegolo nke ndara to win sia na owo no bochi nketa deke maka kanaga oka wo ndara to win abo de Jagua efu.
But of course that's the situation of things right here. Jagua nail right to win team. Isaiah Martins. That's long. Looking for Zubike. Jude Matthew. Because we are seeing some of the game time wasting tactics from Jude. I just think all Jagua needs to get their proper life is just a goal, and I believe it will help mount a lot of pressure on their opponents. To Jagua. We're seeing another movement for Jagua. JC number 2 will be coming in. Players shouting, saying that should have been what for you. Jersey number 2. Around them are called BTC. And of course, corner. Favor of Jagua. I beg your pardon, right to win. I know that this right to win guys can be very threatening. With set pieces. So that one amounts to nothing. This is success. Success is Chirobi. That is hard for Chirobi. And that change is about to be effected as ABIA Martins comes up. JC number 2 for Jagua. He's going in right now. Because one player that is a no-nonsense player, JC number 2. Knows how to do the runs. ABIA looking for success. For bounces, couldn't get to success. And that shout from that player ensures that that attack of Jagua is truncated. Player is down on the top. Player is motioning to his guys to get in. Excuse me. And of course, it's going to be the very, very nervy closing stages of this game. Anthony, take the throw. He knows how to do the long throw specialist. Makes it in. Of course, Bright rises highest to clear that one. Jagua got slow. Messi number 2. Leaves the ball for ABIA. Oliver Jude. Right. Well, Emmanuel to Fine. Free kick to Jagua. Jagua does the hat down there. And they do it. That is the question. Dominican favor. Foul. Asks himself, what is Joshua Marcos and as he became Bright? What are they thinking? But Chigozie, I don't really know what was going through the head of those guys. That would have been counterproductive if not that Joshua decided to, wade into the issue.
Ọ dị ka mmadụ abụọ ahụ ndị nke na-akọrọ Jagua n'azụ ka ndị chefuru onwe ha echefuo na ọka n'ama egwuregwu ka ha ka nọ kemgbe ahụ ma ọ bụ na otu onye nke a na-akụ n'azụ si ka ọ gbatuo nwa amadi ahụ Uche Alvarez mere ka ndị Jagua enwetala edosa agba nke efu nke a ga-enye ha. A na-akpọ ndị ele ahụ ka ha gbapụ nwa amadi ahụ Uche Avalite onye nke tinyere goolu nke abụọ nke ndị RIGHT2WIN, ka anyị hụrụ ka ndị ole ahụ ji ọsọ na-aga ebe ahụ nwa amadi ahụ nọ. Ọ dị ka ụkwụ ahụ agbara ya ụkwụ nke fọrọ ya ụfụ nke ukwuu, kama ọ naghị ebili ihe ahụ ekweghị ya. Ọ dị ka ndị ele ahụ ga-evufugodi ya n'ezi ka ọ nọrọ ebe ahụ zute obere ike ma nata obere ọgwụgwọ tupu anyị ele na ọ ga-abịaghachite n'ịma aka ka ọ ga-esi ebe ahụ ruo na ịma aka nke ụbọchị nke taa ya akụrụla ọnụ. Kama Uche Alvarez ebiliela, o ji ụkwụ ya abụọ na-apụ n'ama egwuregwu ka ndị RIGHT2WIN ka ajị bọọlụ ahụ.
It's a free kick in their own favor. The person had done there was Uche Alvarez. Free kick. Calvin, and then you can complete and follow success. This is Chukwude running into space. Chukwude. It's fouled. John had gone through. Of course, how about Calvin? Uche. John had gone through. Arachinedu. American favor. Throwing to RIGHT2WIN. It's only 7 minutes of action. Again. This is Chukwude. John had brought here. Abakari. This is Joshua. John had brought here. Throwing to RIGHT2WIN. Chukwude taking on those players. So Chivas are expected more from him. He wanted to carry the ball, carry the players, talking about Chukwude. Unfortunately, it's wrong. There are some things you don't really have control over.
Ga-asị na Ikechukwu kemgbe etinyere na ịma aka dịka agba nke abụọ bidoro, ọ naghị agbalịla ka ike ya kwere ya ile na nwere ihe pụrụ iche ọ ga-eme na ịma aka kama ndị nke RIGHT2WIN emebeghị odike ohere ahụ ọ chọrọ inweta. Dịka anyị hụrụ ya ọ nọ na-agba ọsọ n'akụkụ lee na ọ ga-abanye na ụlọ ndị nke right to win kama onye nke na-akọrọ ha n'azụ ume Anthony ekweghị ka o nweta ohere ahụ ọ chọrọ. Ịma aka na ha aka agala na ọ na ha agalekọrọ ọnụ dịka anyị ahụ na nkeji 79 agaala n'elekere anya elekere nke onye ogbu otu, nke pụtara na ihe fọrọ nkeji 13 maọbụ nkeji 15 na ịma aka nke ikpeazụ ka ụbọchị nke taa ga-akụrụ ọnụ dịka ndị right to win ka ji ọkpa abụọ na-enwebeghị otu na-emeri ndị Jagua na ama egwuregwu nke ENYIMBA.
Of course, remember it's a nationwide playoff involving Jagua and right to win. Right to win leading by 2 goals to nothing. 2 goals gotten in the first half has seen them maybe so far take these results from the hands of Jagua. Opportunity, and then we'll make it count. Jagua recovers quickly, make a favor. Can you do it? Wish. Not threatening whatsoever way. McKelvey. He's endued. And be able to do it. And the goalkeeper is down on the top. Changes to be effected. Right to jersey number 25, 4 and 28 standing on the touchline. The goalkeeper is down on the top. Maybe gimmicks and theatrics, maybe really injured. Like footballers, very funny guys. The time is going. Change effected. Jersey number 29 coming up for jersey number 25. Jersey number 29 is Emmanuel, who got that goal. Jersey number 10, Ifeanyi, is coming off for jersey number 2. Because jersey number 25 is coming in for jersey number 29. Just like I told you initially. What the situation? Right to win with the ball. Jagua, one player who doesn't fear anyone. For him, whatever situation, you are sure that he will answer you. Jaguar's attack has not really been potent in this game. You can see it. Which success seems to be the only person trying. Together with Arachi, do both. Chukwudi too is also doing his very best. But we don't have any sister. We make a favor.
I don't know if it's wrong. I don't
Right to win. Straight. And then just inches away from goal. 6 minutes of additional time. 6 minutes, can Jagua do it? That's the question. Can they do it? 6 minutes is enough for anything to happen in football. Believe me.
You never see one of the if na that's the story. What I said. Crazy to move myself. Look at that. The college to me self, please. If not me by now, I go look you. Just give me free money, one give me for any. That's why I say I'm not.
The shots were being more than unnecessary. But you guys here, TikTok says the clock. 6 minutes of additional time. Well, as it sounds like we can maybe say that this win will not come for Jagua.
Ile anya kemgbe agba nke abụọ ịmaka bidoro dịka onye ogbuopi nke nọ n'ezi anya hụrụ koziri anyị n'ọfọrọ nkeji isii ka ịmaka akọrọ ọnụ na nkeji isii ahụ fụtara na agbala nkeji abụọ nke pụtara na ọfọrọ nkeji anọ ka ịmaka akọrọ ọnụ a ga-ekwete na a ga-asị na nke ịmaka nke taa agaraghị akụmbọọlụ nke Jagua ka anyị hụrụ ka ndị RIGHT2WIN emela ihe niile ka ha kwesịrị ime ile anya ihe kwụchiara ndị niile kwụchiri ike ndị nke ha ji bido akụmbọọlụ nke mbụ dịka enwere mmadụ abụọ na mmadụ atọ m rụtụrụ aka na ndị nke RIGHT2WIN mere ka ndị na-akụ n'ihu nke ndị RIGHT2WIN isi ike onye nke mbụ ewepụrụ asụpụ Emmanuel na Lilo Emmanuel na Uche Alvarez onye nkụzi nke RIGHT2WIN ewepụla mmadụ atọ ahụ mmadụ atọ ahụ mere ka ndị na-akụrụ RIGHT2WIN n'ihu o mere ka ihu ha sie ike ebe onye ọfọrọ nkeji atọ ka ịmaka akọrọ ọnụ etiwela ndị a ga-eji gbuchaa elekere a nke fọrọ ọnụ ka lee na ọkpụ goolu abụọ nke ndị RIGHT2WIN nwetara na ha ga-edidesi ike na nkeji abụọ fọrọ afọ ka ịmaka akọrọ ọnụ.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at a very, very important part of the game. We might maybe be saying that Jagua will be losing this one. So technically we can say 3 points to Signation, 3 points to RIGHT2WIN going into the next game, which will be on Sunday. By Jagua take on Signation on Sunday. Because the weather has also changed. Maybe in favor of RIGHT2WIN. It goes that Jagua couldn't recover from. The guns couldn't go blazing today. Midfield disjointed, defense discombobulated. This is that time when we can say that Jagua will have to go back to the drawing board and do their homework right. Continue.
Don't go down. I won't carry this thing.
Clash of bodies, clattering of bodies. RIGHT2WIN. Nice feint there. Vacuum pass. That might be Promotional, but then he didn't place it very well. Ladies and gentlemen, the player is down on the top. The referee goes back to ask him if he's okay, and of course he is. And few seconds to go. Of course, there's a Daniel that starts from behind. Throw into Jagua. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Full time it is. Right to win 2. Jagua nil. We will see again on Sunday for the next roundup of matches.